This is Trixie Mattel turning into Santa Claus. Hi, I'm Trixie Mattel. If you're new here, I'm a world famous drag queen with a passion for makeup artistry. And this is Kyle Krueger.
And I once had a passion for dating drag queens named Trixie Mattel.
Kyle was my boyfriend with you guys before I was on Drag Race, and we broke up because my fame really, it became sort of a throuple with how famous I got.
It really was, yeah. I mean, there was a point where our old roommate, Reed, and myself were literally like neck deep in your pink mailer envelopes while we mailed out all of your first t-shirts.
That absolutely happened. So Kyle's visiting me in town, and Kyle, I'll just tell you because he's modest, Kyle's a big deal makeup artist for Alcone, New York, and Kyle's a makeup artist on Saturday Night Live.
It's relatively new, but yes, it has been a crazy milestone to get on SNL. So
it's really fierce, especially if you're from the country like us. It's one of the only TV shows you could work on that your family will actually be impressed by.
Oh, exactly. They'll actually understand what's going on.
God, you go on Saturday Night Live, huh?
Oh, Crepes, you probably work with those funny fellers. Yeah,
that's so fun. What's his name with the eye? He's so funny.
Yeah. If you guys are ever in New York City, definitely go to New York and visit Alcone Company.
You have to go, you guys. That's where I always go and stock up on like 301 lashes, powder puffs. Also, if you're like a makeup nerd, it's a great place to get like clear vinyl bags to put your travel stuff in.
We have a huge online presence as well. So if you can't get to New York, it's www.alconemakeup.com.
The reason I brought Kyle here today is to visit, but also to turn me into Santa Claus.
Yeah, ho ho ho, living your ho fantasy.
You were basically like, what kind of Santa do you want to do? And I was like, I don't want like a cokey mall Santa. I want like a wholesome Americana, like rosy cheeks, white beard, like caught stealing a Coca-Cola out of your fridge, that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
So let's get into it.
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
No.
Okay, well, she's confident. I'm gonna glue my brows down and we'll be right back.
So we got your brows glued down. That way we can just protect it for when I glue.
Girl, I got like six brows to protect, so please and thank you.
First thing I'm gonna do is prep your face.
I mean, I don't have to do this because I don't have any makeup on.
Zero. Flawless skin.
Double brushing. You're gonna alcohol my face now.
I'm not gonna alcohol your face. What I'm gonna use is something called Stop the Sweat. It's like witch hazel and aluminum something or other.
Aluminum thioglycolate. I just made that up. We lived in Milwaukee. And we moved in together. Not right away. We waited a while, right? A good year. I feel like for gay people, that's a long time. Because gay people flip out when they meet someone they like and they move in together. If you're a gay person who flips out and moves in with someone immediately, comment below.
We cohabitated pretty well.
Is that what you think?
Yeah, but it wasn't long. So it might feel a little bit tight. It's like an astringent. So
it's happening. Is this Snow Sweat or whatever?
Yeah, Stop the Sweat. Stop the Sweat by Alcone Company. Just remember, if you stop your face from sweating,
it comes out somewhere else. Yeah. So this is a forehead?
Yeah.
Oh, fierce. Can we put it on?
Just maybe a little bit.
This is a hot foam latex appliance. I swear to God, that's what my skin looks like when I'm hungover.
So this is the fancy dancy glue, silicone glue.
Were we poor?
Oh.
I feel like because we had combined income though, and we like shared a room, that definitely helped.
Oh, that helped, 100%. I mean, also a reason that we kind of moved in together because it just made sense.
Financial sense. You hear that, guys? If you're in love and you're looking for a sign to move in together, let it be a financial sign. Yeah. He hits me, but he has really good Wi-Fi. I always tell people being from Wisconsin, I'm like, he doesn't have to be perfect. If he doesn't hit me, I'm like, he's the one. Sometimes I look at myself in the monitor and like, depending on the lighting or the way my angle of my face, I'm like, I'm either the most hot person I've ever seen or the most disgusting piece of pig shit from hell who deserves to die. I always feel like being a good makeup artist isn't about doing it right. It's always about fixing as you go.
Oh, 100%.
And like, you try to do every feature like it's its own thing.
Yeah.
And then when you start to treat the whole face like one gesture, you start to not sweat the small stuff. I like it. We met on OkCupid. Are people still on OkCupid? Why were we on How long were you on OkCupid?
A while.
If you want to find your best friend, go on OkCupid. You end up finding yourself. We've kind of talked about this. We're going to be vulnerable on this channel. You and I really liked being together. I don't think either of us thought it was the last relationship of our lives. That sounds sad, but I don't think it's sad because if you are in a relationship that works for you for now and you're mutually sort of like on that page, there's not really anything that can go wrong.
Well, exactly.
Because you're leasing, not owning. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You can't gauge like the worth of a relationship on whether or not it's the last one you'll have. People come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Live, laugh, love. Live, laugh, love. I want to do the Trixie Mattel Live, Laugh, Love palette. Would you guys buy it?
Yeah.
So then when you moved to New York and you were going on dates and everybody asked about your last boyfriend, does just every date turn into a conversation about Tracy Martell?
I definitely had a couple of dates where they really only went on the date with me so they could talk about you.
No. You haven't put on makeup yet. I'm surprised how much the edges are marrying to the skin.
Yeah. So these prosthetics are really nice because they're very, very inexpensive as far as like foam latex goes. Rubberware breaks it down. They've got like 5 different kind of foreheads, 5 different noses. Well, not probably more than that. Some of what we'll use today is like the Santa kit, which is like a nose and 2 cheeks and stuff. If you want to go to school for special effects makeup, I'm telling you right now, learn beauty makeup. Learn corrective, regular makeup, because that's actually the majority of our job. I mean,
100%.
This is a specialty, and it's not always called for. And so, if you just want to work as a special effects artist, it's not going to be as lucrative.
That is so weird. This is Doubtfire. Hello. Let's do it. Oh my God. Oh.
Time to put the kids to bed, ladies and gentlemen.
They don't. Actually, on this channel, they notice everything. The comments will be like, oh, it looks like you've been lifting weights. Or like, ooh, Trixie's gained some pounds. Or like, they notice every single change in my body.
That's incredible. So I'm going to have you hold this. Yep, just choke yourself. We love it.
Do, 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 do. Maybe I'll get to do an episode of Law & Order SUV where they find a... SUV, where they find a dead Santa.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
A dead mall Santa.
This is actually my audition for that. And then I also, I pre-painted these. If you look in like the back of these, it's like this color and it's not sealed. Because it's foam, it'll absorb anything. So I have to use like a special paint.
I look like there's something really wrong with me. When we first started dating and we went on a date and you heard my laugh, were you like, he's the one? When you asked me about Santa, you said, do you want to do creepy Santa? And it just said, I didn't really consider that Santa is creepy.
No, like think of the mythology of Santa. It is an old gentleman who loves to go around and give gifts to children. He breaks into their house while everyone's sleeping. And the parents are like, yeah, Santa's gonna come into our house and he's gonna bring you presents, but only if you're good.
I think I stopped believing in Santa pretty early, and I think I let my family believe I didn't know about Santa for a long time.
That was very kind of you.
I think I was like 6, and I was like, Mary, you wanna know what happened? The girl in my school, she was a Jehovah's Witness. She was just like, Santa's not real. You all know that, right? Your family's lying to you.
Oh, wow.
And honestly, good for her. Have you ever heard someone doing their makeup?
When I first started doing makeup, I went to spray water on someone's face and it was 99% alcohol. And she was like, oh, wow, this is really strong. I was like, oh, yeah.
It's magic water.
It's an astringent for the face. That was probably the biggest mistake I've ever made during makeup.
Oh, that's nothing. I've gotten like a little wine drunk after a show. And then when I'm getting out of drag, I go to snatch that lace wig off and I do it too hard. I have ripped hair off and I've ripped skin off in the shape of my wig. And then the next day I have like literally a pasta noodle blister, like one blister. Mm-hmm. And then I have to like, for that show, wear a wig with bangs. Look at me. What kind of Santa is like? Would you like to know more about great sex after 65?
There's a British actor that you look like. I have to show you when we're done. I think he's got alopecia, or he doesn't grow hair.
Here we go. Carl's like, oh, I know what actor you look like. He's a burn victim. His face has been snatched off.
How you feeling?
Secure. It feels like it's part of my face.
So these are the Santa cheeks, right? Because
whoa,
his cheeks stick out further to make him like jolly and happy. But this is the point where like we have to make decisions. Another thing about being an effects artist, I think it helps with beauty too, but is knowing anatomy. It just helps you like know where things go.
I only know 2 places on the body, the and the So you can glue the foam on top of foam?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Mm-hmm. But I was saying before I pre-painted this, the foam has to be sealed in order to really use it. Otherwise, like if you go with creams or liquid, it's just gonna soak into it and like puff up. And that's why there's like a white perimeter, because I had to leave that so that the edges were thin and so that I can blend it into your skin when I start to paint it.
Interesting. Is it working? Oh wow, that joined so seamlessly,
Mm-hmm.
Look. Wow. If you were doing a fat appliance, you can't do stuff here and not here. Because people don't have just weight here and then
This is the hard part, is lining these up.
Oh, Kyle, ask anybody who watches this channel. This is not a channel of symmetry. If you want to make it uneven, you came to the right place.
It's really fun to have seen the evolution of your makeup. I mean, every time I go to your show, I sit backstage and just like watch you do your makeup.
And just, what's funny is like the Trixie look that I got like initially noticed for isn't even, it still looks like I do now, but it's just different. Yeah. Like now it's a lot more 60s inspired. It's a lot more mod. And it used to be a little more like, I guess, beauty based. So it looks like you're painting like the upper and underside of the appliance.
Yeah, so with effects, it's all about textures. In order to hide texture, you have to like add texture.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm already
over it.
Sitting this long and doing nothing is so much harder than doing the makeup yourself.
I told you. We're cutting corners a little bit just to save on time, but...
This doesn't have to be perfect. These people, they're watching this for free. They're watching YouTube for free. They can take what they can get. Now, Kyle, why don't you tell everybody what you said about my nose? Now, listen up, folks.
No, let me preface this by saying...
This is the type of relationship I was in.
Okay, well, no, so here's the thing. Your nose fits your face very well. However...
He's like, your nose is ugly like the rest of you.
No, all of the noses that we have, like, this is pretty much your nose.
He basically said I could find like a hobo or witch nose, but it looks just like yours.
Of those words.
So then he put this on and went, it doesn't do much. He thinks this doesn't do much. Look at this nose.
Profile a little bit.
A little bit? You think that only does a little bit? Look at it!
Look at this. Look at that.
Shut up, Kyle! Look at, he said this doesn't do anything. Are you fucking kidding me?
It's this part that I'm concerned about.
Such a liar.
Because Santa has, okay, so but when this is a real thing, when you get older, your nose gets bigger.
Just glue it on. This is the nose he said wouldn't do anything.
Okay.
Is it bad that I have such a bad self-image that I literally think this is my nose? I think this is the size, shape, color, and texture of my real nose.
You've got a proportionate nose to your face. I'm gonna come close to your face with the
There he goes again. He's like, you have a huge face, you have a huge nose. Yeah, do it. I'm gonna sit still. Everyone shut up.
Don't do the freak me. We're gonna put hair and a beard here so we don't have to go too much, but...
Yeah. Also, I'm just gonna look at the camera. It's not like they're gonna do a 360 view of my head.
Exactly.
The back of the head can be awful. These people, they watch YouTube for free. We keep it very real on this channel.
So now I'm using Prosthetic cream, which a lot of drag queens like to use for their brows. So Prosthetic cream is liquid Prosthetic with a thickener in it. We're gonna stipple texture wherever the seams are.
I hate the sound of that. All right, so we're gonna wait for this to dry, and we're gonna be right back. Ah!
It's not gonna work now. One of these days, you're gonna be the boy who cried wolf, and you're gonna get fully stabbed, and no one's gonna believe you.
So now you're threatening to stab me.
I can't wait to go and get my surgery. I'm getting a new hip. Having a big party tonight. DM me for the address.
Would you guys have sex with me if I looked like this? Comment below. What is that?
This is the paint that I use to pre-paint this. So it's packs. It's 50% acrylic paint, 50% Prosthetic. You only want to do it really on appliances.
Because it's acrylic paint.
Well, not only that, but it's medical glue. So anyways, I'm doing this dark color. It's called a blood layer.
This is just underpainting, right?
Pretty much.
So like we're gonna sort of see some of these tones underneath the top layer that the eye really sees.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the doctor and they gave me a cream, but I ain't used it. So you're like, how did like Jim Carrey do this and like the Grinch every day?
Seriously.
How? Oh my God, you just worked with Jim Carrey.
Oh yeah, I was like 5 feet away from him.
Kyle just worked with Jim Carrey on Saturday Night Live. He was doing Biden.
Low-key, my childhood idol.
Yeah.
And I was literally backstage and I was 5 feet from him rehearsing the cold open and I was like...
Yeah, that's fierce. I can't believe how much the edges of this are already disappearing.
So this is called flecking. So you're picking up color, this is an alcohol base, but you're picking up color and on like a wig brush or a toothbrush or something that's got stiff bristles, and you're literally flecking it onto the skin. And this is just providing texture because our skin is very textured.
Ooh, I hate the sensation and I hate the way it sounds. I fucking hate it. Is this how you feel, ladies, before you get your concealer on, ladies? Ladies. So now what are you doing? Some like contouring and highlighting?
Creams. Yeah. So I'm just kind of like blending things in, making it look more like skin.
What's funny is, do you remember when I was doing drag first, like 21, 22 years old, like first in the clubs? Do you remember how people thought I wore a lot of makeup then?
Oh, I know. You remember
now,
when they wouldn't book you?
It's funny that people thought I wore a lot of makeup then, and that's
I know.
nothing compared. Now it's psycho.
Oh, I know.
It's not even makeup anymore. It's like a face mask. These are my real under eyes. See, now you can see that the whole thing's a prosthetic except this region. That's my normal under eyes. I cannot believe how much it's actually like, all the edges are just disappearing. You, Virginie, without fire, deed. This wouldn't have been as good of makeup without the nose.
I was never not gonna do the nose.
Yeah, but you said what you said. Tell me this isn't exactly my normal skin though. Like, what is that, shadow?
Powder. Well, yeah, shadows. I use eyeshadows a lot for like highlighting and setting creams and stuff like that on character makeups.
Is it time for the beard?
It's time for rosy red cheeks.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do some Santa blush. You're kind of just gonna put it like right here.
And on your nose.
Santa's been having drinks, hon.
Because he's been slaying all night long.
We have a lip gloss called Santa Slay coming out for holiday. I mean, look at the material. Oh, that looks great. I love that. You know, on this channel, I am a blush stan. I am here for the blush. And no matter what character you're doing, I don't care if you're doing Alien vs. Predator, put on the blush. So we're gonna do some blush on the nose, and then we're gonna do some mascara, and then we gotta do the beard, the eyebrows, and then that's it, right? Hey guys, it's me, Santa. Welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about Maybelline Falsies Mascara. It's great for when you're flying to the sky, you know, sneaking into people's houses, rewarding their children for good behavior. I love the mascara. I love the blush.
Told you. It all comes together at the end.
Have yourself a merry... Oh my God, Kyle. This actually is not that uncomfortable because it's not glued to my skin.
Right.
But this real lace is so uncomfortable. I don't know about Popo Gijo, but I know about this Krampus.
Cramp. That's great.
Kyle, you really snapped.
What do you mean?
Like, this looks amazing.
Oh, I'm glad.
I mean, I knew you were a professional makeup artist, but in all the years of knowing each other, you've never done anything on like this. I've never seen you do anything like this on me. Like, I would want to get drunk in this and like go out on Halloween as a lawn gnome. This is so fierce, Kyle. Ho ho! Tell me this guy doesn't go to Folsom. I look like a guy who works at the sex store who's have a nipple ring that's this thick of metal just hanging off it.
Yeah.
That is so offensive. Let's show them what you're doing. Ew! Santa's horny again. He sees you when you're sleeping.
Creep.
He knows when you've been gay. He knows if you jerk off to Ryan Phillippe for 3 years, so be good for goodness sake. So is that a beard that you've wrapped around the back of my head?
Yeah.
So this isn't a real wig?
No, I just use beards because they're way more inexpensive.
I mean, it's... Ew! Father time. Father, tie me down. All right, so we're gonna put on the costume and be right back. This is... It's so much to unpack and so much to process. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows if you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good. Okay, this makes it so much less creepy and so much more like storybook and fun. Okay, fun. That's fun. This look makes me feel like I could be nice to kids. And you know what the comments are gonna be? I'm just gonna say it. Old Trixie doesn't look that different. We were all thinking it, okay? See guys, Santa's just like everyone else. He puts his eyebrows on one at a time. Oh, I love these eyebrows. Oh my God, they make such a difference. Comment below if you guys think Santa's a dom top or a pig bottom. Like, I want to go on the roof of my building.
Do you think they'll let you?
They won't know. This is probably one of the best things we've done on this channel. And also the stupidest. What are we gonna do? It's 10:30 p.m. Every time I feel like I look cool, I'm like, we gotta go somewhere, and it's always the middle of the night. Santa getting ready to read. This was so fun. Thank you for doing this.
Of course.
Oh. If you guys want to follow Kyle, where can they follow Kyle?
You can follow me on Instagram, Kyle Krueger NYC.
Yeah, and they can shop with you at Alcone.
Yeah. Alcone Company, yeah. Or shop online, alconemakeup.com.
I'm feeling it.
This is amazing.
I love it. The pink cheeks. I love the eyebrows. I love, honestly, just all of it. I love it.
So good.
My only regret is that the fat chin is so good and we can't see it. But
I know.
honestly, it still fills out the face though. What's funny is I dress like a different person for a living, but this is such a gag to me. The only problem is my Santa suit is so big and I gotta get a pillow or something.
When Santa's gay.
Don't forget to subscribe. We have new videos here every single week, and Merry Christmas.